Well, hello, everybody, and happy Wednesday. Listen, this lighting situation, I'm gonna have to do something about it. But right now, we're just gonna have to deal. I apologize. Maybe I could turn it. Okay, well, it is what it is. Welcome to the chaos. I'm so excited that you guys are here. Let me run my disclaimer, and then we'll get into this evening's festivities. Okay, how's everybody doing? Thank you guys for the compliments. I have the makeup things linked. Just click on that little shopping cart below here, I think it is. And Adriana Nicole Cosmetics, I have linked in my video description. I have not put on my gloss yet because I don't think my lipstick is dry. This is NYX Lip Lingerie. So you can click on the little shopping cart if you want to check out what I've got on. And I have to tell the story. I'm going to show you my shirt in a minute. Hold on. Okay, so the other day, DC got this palette in. And let me know, some of you have ordered some Adriana Nicole Cosmetics. This is not a sponsored thing. If you're new here, I just love this product. I love these products. I love what she stands for, and I love it. So DC was swatching all of these. I think it was on a members only live. And she was like, I don't know. I think I can do everything but this green. And so I decided I was going to show DC that she could do the green because that's what I have on. Kind of a halo eye. Yeah. So DC, that was for you. Okay, here's the shirt. I'm very excited about it. It's September. It's not October. I don't care. It's a month that ends in burr, and I am thriving, and it is my favorite. You guys, look at this shit. I can't. Oh, I love it so much. A cat in a ghost costume? Stop it. Stop it right now. I have that linked. You just click on the shop button if you want to check it out. It's an affiliate link. So, oh my God. Since we're just, hanging out here for a minute now, some of you know that I do a Dr. Pepper ASMR pour. I am behind on my protein goals today. Yeah, you heard it here first. So I'm actually going to switch it up, but I did come prepared. So you're still going to get the pour. It's just not Dr. Pepper today because a girl's got protein goals, So we're going to do, I don't even know. This is lightly carbonated, so I don't know what the bubbles are going to be like. But let's try it. And the goal is to get this down the hatch throughout this live stream. So I don't think there were really any bubbles. You guys don't come for the bubbles anyways. You come for the crispy pours. We love it. I have this linked as well, but the one I have linked is Rainbow Candy. This one's Peach Mango. Anyways, let's get into, well, first, excuse me, we have a new member. Look at that purple eyeshadow. Stay She. I love that. I'm going to need to know what brand that is. And this is for you. Welcome. In the cat ghost t-shirt. Okay, let me stop playing too dang much. We have some things to discuss today. Let me get my headphones. And also Stacy, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Make sure you click to join our Discord. Along with, there will be a members only after party that gets pretty wild. So if you want to become a member, just click the join button and we'll see you over there right after this. All right, I've wasted enough time goofing off here. So welcome everybody. Tonight we're going to be reacting to an Optavia pep rally. Did y'all see the thumbnail? That was designed by DC as well. And honestly, I feel like this is one of the most manipulative calls that I've seen in quite some time. And for the sake of time and our own collective sanity, I'm not going to be reacting to the entire thing. Some parts, honestly, when we were watching it the other day, yesterday, as a matter of fact, on a members only live, it was so boring. I feel like it sucked the energy out of the stream. It was really bad, parts of it. And I don't want to put anybody else through that. So what I'm doing is I'm focusing on the most manipulative parts of that training, the parts that show weird, forced fun. That doesn't even make any sense. Guilt trips and trauma being turned into a sales pitch. And of course, shiny new bonuses that aren't what they seem. I'll tell you that ahead of time. So that's what we're here for, to expose the tactics to prevent people from falling for this and to throw in some real sound health and nutrition advice where it's appropriate. So, you know, if this is your first time seeing my stream, welcome. This is what you can expect. But I do want to give a content warning before we get into all of this. There is emotional manipulation, financial guilt tripping, and even personal trauma related to cancer being used as a sales pitch. So if any of those things are triggering for you, or you're not prepared to hear about that, I'll make sure I warn you before the cancer clip, just so everybody knows that it's coming. But please take care of yourself, you guys. It's really, really important. Okay, I think I have 7 different clips, but the 7 clips add up to like 40 minutes. So let's just get into it. If you have not already liked and subscribed to the channel, if you would do that, that would be amazing. And let's debunk some Optavia reps, shall we?
I'm muted. I was saying, can y'all help me with the muting? And look, I muted myself. So we're going to let people roll in.
So I don't know who this person is. I don't think I've ever reacted to her content. I'll tell you right now, I'm not a fan. Nope, you'll see why shortly. Sky Melody, welcome. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you so much. And see you in the after party if you're going to be up for that. Okay.
And because this room is full up. So
I just got let in.
Well, good for you. Congratulations, because some people didn't. So you are the winner of the day. So we're going to give it a couple minutes.
Well, good for you.
For people to come into the room, and then we're going to get started. And y'all, I am stoked about this meeting. It is going to be incredible. You are going to learn something that will blow your mind. I'd say text your friends, but they probably can't get in because we've been at capacity for about 5 minutes before I open this thing. So that is so exciting.
Kat, our hair, we're twinning.
No, you've been in there for a while. 20 minutes.
I mean, there were people, y'all, they were on it. They were on it. I don't know who that was,
Okay.
but good for you. Okay. Do we want to go ahead while it's letting folks in and just get this party started?
Oh, well, I think we need to give people the ground rule.
Also not a fan of this individual. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I'm not a fan of how she presents information online. You'll see why shortly.
Here, like,
Oh,
we
yeah.
have a lot of non-Optavia strong people on this call, and so y'all, if you're going to be on our call, you got to participate like we do. So cameras on. Doesn't matter if you're in your pajamas. Don't be naked though. Cameras on. Get your booties up out of your chair. If you're physically able, it doesn't matter if you don't have a bra. Just hold tight and then dance and stand up. There's people putting that. I didn't just say that. There's people putting that in the chat. I
mean, you did just say that. I mean, those words came out of your mouth.
Somebody has a romper on. You can dance in a romper. I'm telling you. So everybody stand up, booties off your chairs.
Oh.
DJ is
okay. Now, listen, I'm going to have to mute part of this, but I'll tell you right now, it's tag team. Whoop, there it is. That they're going to be dancing to. I can't play much of it. I can't. Look at how awkward this is. Okay. All right. Get it. Get it. Get it. Own it. All right. Okay. This is just so awkward. Why are you making people do this? DC's in the house. And she is. Oh, God. Yeah, why do they have to ruin such a good song? I have this hair that's driving me crazy. Sorry. Okay. All right. Getting into it. Love that. I know the timing of that. That needs to be clipped. That needs to be clipped. Oh, these poor people. Why do they do this? Windshield wipers. This is so awkward. Oh, God. Yeah, who said I'm wearing a bra in the first place? Right? God. Why are they like this? I just feel so bad for these people that clearly look uncomfortable or have no idea what's going on. And also the ground rules part. Okay, but look how cute she is. That's Doris. We need to save Doris. Doris, we need to save you. Hashtag save Doris. Because she was owning it and I love it. Okay. These people look like they're doing something else. Okay. Oh my God. Yes, we love Doris. We love her, and somebody preyed on her. I hate it. Free Doris. Oh. Okay.
Well, I heard somebody say they love this, me flipping too. That
was me.
All right, Corinne Potter, y'all, this is the OG of the dance. We dance because you dance. This is Optavia, one team. You do it, we do it. This is amazing. That was the best thing ever. I'm gonna hit mute on everybody.
Everybody, yes. Mute everybody.
Why didn't you mute everybody upon entering the Zoom? By the way, they have like 1,000 people on this Zoom, and because she talks about a maxed out room. You can click a button on the Zoom website when you log in. It's under the settings, and you can mute everybody upon entry. Very easy. It's one button you have to click.
It's probably gonna mute you. Hold on. All right. Okay.
All right.
Where are you?
Are we doing winners and losers now?
Doing winners and losers, Brittany.
Y'all are not ready for this part.
I want to spotlight.
We can spotlight. Brittany, can you spotlight yourself? Oh.
Save it.
All right. I have some winners. Should I start with winners or losers? I had one loser.
What do you think entails being a winner or a loser on this? Let me know in the comments. Doris, can you hear us? Oh, you guys are going to hate this so much. It's so gross. Nobody's guessed it. Oh, just wait. Here we go.
Should we explain to everybody that a loser is actually a good thing? So
if
you're on the loser list, don't send us a message on Facebook Messenger and say, y'all are so mean. I'll never come back to your room again.
You guys are mean.
Because we love you and we're going to pick on you. So let's start. Let's start with winners, Brittany.
I saw Doris rocking out and I was impressed. Doris, you are a winner. Leah Gann and kids, you all are winners. Julie Hilterman, I saw you dancing. Or y'all want to keep going with winners or can we give my losers or do losers?
Are you done with winners?
Those are my winners. I was sidetracked because I was dancing too and forgot.
A winner is somebody that was dancing on camera. A loser is somebody that wasn't dancing and or didn't have their camera on.
To check out all the screens.
I know, that's why I can't dance. Okay, yeah, do your losers.
Jana was a loser. Jana, I don't know your last name. It was like you didn't know you were on the Kiss Cam and you were at your desk and not even looking to get up and dance. So next time, you gotta get up and shake it.
Is that your only loser?
I was the only loser, y'all. I was dancing.
Well,
I was not
my
looking.
winners are Timothy Barnes, Jamie Jones, something, and Marcia Sturrott. I wrote the word urgency. I think that was my brain thinking of something else. Lynn Davis, Donna Sperry.
Well, there's not. Your tank top friend, thank you for being a member for 16 months. Oh my God.
Kristen Miller, Allison Verdon, who's probably celebrating her qualification. And then my losers. Okay, these are two OGs of Optavia. I actually put Corinne Potter as a loser because I thought you could have done better, Corinne. I saw like a half-ass Northeastern Italian effort there, and I need a full-ass Northeastern Italian effort next time when it's time to dance. And
What is her name? Kristen. I think it's Kristen Glass. I'm gonna need to see you dancing. Ma'am, I'm gonna need to see you dancing. This person, I hope this video gets back to her because I will be covering this individual. I don't want to give any spoilers, but stick to the end because I think it's my best edit. I haven't done any editing in a long time, and I did some editing. Just wait for it at the end of this.
Tara Claiborne, you too. Well, not Northeastern Italian, whatever. Tara Claiborne, we got to get up and dance next
There
time.
went.
So those are
Thanks for being a member for 20 months, Sam.
my losers. They'll do better next time, I know. And if they come to Accelerate on Thursday, they can redeem themselves on Thursday.
Oh.
I want to jump in here real quick with another winner and loser thing. This room is at capacity. My phone is physically hot, including one of our speakers who's not in here.
Nobody cares.
So we're going to start kicking people who don't have your camera on off because we have to make room for the people who want to turn their cameras on and come in. So this is your fair warning.
And think about how absurd that is. They're in spotlight mode, speaker mode. So whoever is speaking, that's all you're going to see. They're not live streaming. She's going to say this in a second because she has no idea how to do that into their probably private Facebook group. No. You have to have your camera on because it's control. Listen, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me finish this clip and then I'll give you my full commentary on it.
Turn your camera on. If you have clothing on, camera on. If you have clothing off, camera off, you can catch the recording. But we've got to have room for all the folks who are trying to get into the room because we have so many we cannot live stream because y'all, we aren't that technical.
Okay. Gaslighting disguised as motivation. So yeah, the whole winners and losers game, I don't even know if I want to call it a game, but I guess that's what I'll call it. I don't feel like that was lighthearted. I feel like that was very Mean Girl. I feel like that was very cult-like group control. And I don't know, being forced to appear that you're having fun is a weird way to force your people to be compliant. So if you don't dance, you're publicly shamed. What if this is your first call? What if you are not comfortable dancing? What if you are doing something that doesn't allow you to have your camera on? And if they're not live streaming, are they sending out the recorded video for people to watch? I don't know why somebody would watch this. I don't know why somebody would watch their video because it's disgusting. And the whole loser label and that they're trying to spin it as funny and, oh, you have a chance to improve. Holy gaslighting. Movement should never feel like punishment or performance for your upline's approval. And real fitness, I know that we're not, like they were dancing. Dancing is a form of fitness or can be a form of fitness and creative expression. But real fitness is about finding movement that works for you. Lifting, walking, stretching, playing, not proving compliance and loyalty on a weird cult Zoom. 'Cause what? Oh, God. Welcome to all the new members, and thank you, Tank Top Friend, for the gifted memberships. I appreciate you so much. And I think we had some other... Kate. Well, there it is. Member for 35 months. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay. Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about all of this. We're going to talk about it all. All right. That's the first clip. Let's get to the next clip. I did that. Now listen, I know that that's not a really big deal, but it's been a long time since I've used Final Cut Pro, so a little something.
Has anybody checked your email today and gotten something really, really incredible in there? Because I am more excited than I think I have ever been in the history of all of Optavia about what is possible. Because we had some people who were crying on the third.
What is possible, not what will happen. What is possible? That's a very interesting choice of words that she's using there.
31st, because they weren't the rank they had been working so hard to be. And I know it's because this was coming and it's meant to be. So y'all, Optavia is the most generous company on the planet. And they are offering a new incentive. I don't even know what we call it. You're just going to call it a bonus. It's a new bonus structure that is going to allow you to earn massive dollars between now and the end of the year for reaching executive director for the very first time. That's always been a thing. Like you've been able to earn 1,000 and 2,000, but this is where I get kind of teared up because you can earn that $1,000 if you were an executive director and you lost that rank. As long as you weren't an executive director in August, you hit ED again and you earn $1,000 bonus. You do it 2 months in a row, you earn two $1,000 bonuses. It does not stop there. So your coach is
But wait, there's more.
going to help you get there. They may not have any executive directors under them, but if you hit ED, you grow a regional director by doing that. And a regional director, y'all, is going to earn a $2,000 bonus. And again,
let me read these slides because I know that they're probably hard for some of you to see. And I see a comment that says, there's no way I can read that. Totally get it. Let's see. The one on the left says expanded rank advancement bonuses. Expanded to include all coaches who rank up. August is the baseline month. Earnings will be awarded first and second month, and it runs from September to December. Now, does anybody else find it interesting that this is running through the last quarter of the year when we know how terrible Medifast stocks and revenue for Optavia has been? I find it fascinating and very telling. The second slide says expanded rank advancement bonuses, and it only has executive director, regional director, national director, global director, and presidential director. Those are the top ranks in Optavia. They're excluding several ranks that make up, like, I don't want to say the bottom, but I want to say the bottom of the alleged pyramid. Maybe I want to say it that way. I'm not really sure. You have to hit these things 2 months in a row. I definitely think it's the last push of the year, for sure. I definitely think that's a yes. The color palette is aggressive. I agree. So you can get anywhere from $1,000 to a $10,000 bonus. And it's deceptive because she uses language like you could, it's possible. But what we know to be true about these companies is the facts and the math show that that will not be the case. We're going to get into that here shortly, but I wanted to go through those slides so that people, this slide, I should say, so that people could see and hear what that is.
it doesn't matter if you have been that rank in the past.
Better said.
And
Thanks,
aren't that
Kate.
rank right now. As long as that was not your rank in August, that's where we're going to grow from. And this one is really cool. National director means you have 3 frontline executive directors. If you hit that rank between September and December, you get a $3,000 bonus. You sustain it 2 months in a row, you earn that twice. That's $6,000. This is where it gets big. And we thought about not talking about this because we were like, these numbers might scare some of these people. But we want you to know what's possible. Global directors who hit for the first time or regrow that rank, $5,000 bonus, y'all. And you can earn it twice. That is $10,000 that you can earn in the next 6 months. And the kicker, presidential director, somebody who's supporting 10 frontline executive directors, earns a $10,000 bonus, and they can earn it 2 times. That is what I made as a teacher in a private school before I was an Optavia coach. $24,000 a year was my pay. You can earn that in the next 6 months just for helping members of your team grow to executive director.
You can earn that, but it doesn't mean that you will. And also, did you catch that last little bit? For you, you get that essentially to help other people rank advance. Yeah. God, I hate it.
So we're going to turn this over now to a crew of people to show you what this looks like. And let me find Brittany. I'm going to spotlight Brittany. And then I don't think we told Holly who all we were going to put up. So let me see if I can get everybody up with you.
That's Brittany,
All right. Do
everybody.
you want them to raise their hand?
Want me to talk?
Right.
Or raise my hand?
We need Lonnie, Lori Willis, raise your hand, Nicole Mott, and Tammy.
I'm afraid Tammy is maybe not in the room.
Uh-oh.
Yep, she got kicked out and she could not get back in. So Tammy, are you here? Okay,
This is
we're
so
gonna have her talk
chaotic.
later. All right, I'll
We're
take
not
it away.
All right, guys. Look, first of all, y'all, we're here and we're here to say that these bonuses are for you. Literally everybody here on the screen. I've got my money shirt because I'm super pumped up. And
You've got your money shirt because you're trying to play a character, it seems like, and it's a little cringy to me, in my opinion.
y'all know I love being a little like game show host, talk show host here. So we are excited. We're going to interview.
Did she say talk show host? Is that what she just said? Because I don't.
No, God!
I don't
No, God, please, no!
That's really how I feel about it. The talk show part, talk show host part, not this individual on screen. To
Four
be clear.
coaches, I guess 3. And we're going to talk about what they're doing. They're making a public commitment right now. They are committing to their earnings and to their earning their bonus. And so we're talking, like Melissa said, like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 times that 2, y'all, we're talking up to $20,000 in bonuses. And so I know Tammy, we're going to have her share.
I really love this. Tell me what you're eating while watching this Optavia video. Eating fried fish and french fries for dinner. Optavia reps could never. You know what? I love that. That sounds delicious. We're going to have barbecue chicken sliders. And so I've got the chicken and the barbecue sauce and onions and all the seasonings with the chicken in the crock pot. So once I'm done here, I'm going to go shred up the chicken and then we're going to put it on King's Hawaiian rolls. And then I'm going to put a layer of cheese. I'm going to cut. Okay. This has nothing to do with this. Hold on. Hold on. Since we're going to talk food. Okay. This recipe I got from TikTok. And so I'm going to take the package of Hawaiian rolls and I'm going to cut it in half. So you have the tops of all of the Hawaiian rolls and you remove the tops and then you put a layer of shredded cheese on top. Then you put all of the shredded barbecue chicken on top of that with the tops back on for the rolls. And then you put a little garlic butter on top and then you put it in the oven until they get brown. That's what we're having tonight. I'll put pictures in my Instagram stories. It's going to be really good. I'm very excited about it. Okay, anyways, back to these shenanigans. But let me know what y'all are eating because we want to have a healthy relationship with food around these parts. So
she is rebuilding to executive director. And I will say, I'll just kind of speak for her for a second because she left me the sweetest voice memo earlier and her daughter's getting married next month. And she was like, Brittany, earning this is everything to me and what this company has done. And y'all, she's just been coaching since February. And so I hate that she's not on here, but like this can do so much for your coaches and what these bonuses mean. And so Tammy's committing. She is growing to ED.
It could do so much. Doesn't mean that it will. Also, ED with these people stands for executive director, not eating disorder, just so everybody is clear on that. I find it ironic that people in Optavia that there's a rank called executive director and they call it ED when we know from people's personal experiences with Optavia that many come out of Optavia and have disordered eating habits. Not all, but it definitely feels like a pathway to that based on some of the stories and videos that I've seen on my channel here. So wild.
She's going to have money for her daughter's wedding and some fun things ahead.
Okay, let's talk about how this is a recruitment carrot and not real income. So they're hyping this as the most generous bonus ever. We heard that at the beginning of this clip, but really it's just a recycled fast start bonus. I've talked about fast start bonuses on my channel before, which is an inflated bonus. And it's usually for new distributors in the company, but periodically, especially towards the end of the fiscal year, in the last quarter, I guess I should say, you'll see different bonuses like this from many MLM companies, and it's a push to gain revenue. And with Optavia and their finances the way that they are appearing to be, it makes sense why they would be doing this. I'm not saying I agree with it. I digress. In order to hit executive director, you have to be a senior coach, which means you have to have 5 orders. They call it ordering entities, by the way. Plus, you have to have $1,200 in frontline volume, and then you need 5 qualifying points, which basically means recruiting downline members or pushing even more sales. I think each qualifying point is 1,200 in sales, but some of you are a part of Optavia, so maybe you can clear that up in the comments if I have any of that wrong. But here's the reality. And we're going to talk about Optavia's own income disclosure statement many times tonight because it comes from Optavia and it debunks everything that these people say. And according to that document, 25% of coaches make nothing. The median annual income is under $3,000 a year before any expenses, before any orders, before any, supplements or fuelings or any of those things, any events, any traveling. Before any expenses, $3,000 for the year. Only about 1.5% ever hit $20,000 to $30,000 a year. So it's ironic hearing the brunette woman talk about, you could make this $20,000 bonus, and talked about making $24,000 as a teacher. But here we have, according to the income disclosure statement, only 1.5% ever hit 20 to 30K a year, and just 0.16% made over $200,000 for the year. So almost nobody gets to that level consistently. And the source for that is Optavia's own income disclosure statement. This bonus is far from this company being generous. It's a revenue grab. And while we're talking about revenue grabs, and Medifast and Optavia, let's dive into that, because over the last few years, specifically, let me back up, I'm getting ahead of myself. Medifast revenue has been down over 40% year over year, and active coaches have dropped by more than a third. So it's clear why I feel like they're pushing this so hard. It's because they need the revenue. They're hurting financially. They don't want their stocks to drop even more. They don't want their revenue to drop even more. And who is the biggest customer of these MLM companies? Well, it's the reps. So they're going to dangle this recruiting carrot, this bonus, like, oh, you could do this. Imagine what this would do for your life. You could earn, 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, 20,000. Imagine what that would do for you. But the cold hard truth is that the majority of people will never hit that. Never. But they're going to order the products, and they're going to get their family members to order products, and they're going to have multiple orders for their household, because that's how that works in these companies. God, I hate it. Yeah, it's spiraling down the drain. I couldn't agree with you more. Hey, Coconuts, what's going on? Just got done clearing, cleaning, and reorganizing my garage. I love that. We love some organization.
I love it. And I want to encourage everybody out there to tell their family what they're working towards.
This is clip number 3, by the way.
Because I guarantee your kids are going to be cheering you on and watching you do the work. And y'all, next up is Lonnie. And I know she's been about to have a panic attack all day. Lonnie, tell us about our conversation earlier. And
this one is heavy on emotional manipulation. There's going to be tears and oversharing. So just to prepare you guys for that.
It's a big deal for you.
Okay, so first of all, I'm reading the chat, and I'm even getting texts from people saying, I shouldn't have pushed for this last month. I've screwed myself out of things. I've gotten about 3 of those texts, and I've seen it in the chat. So we are all in this together. And I want you to know that I've been global for a long time, 2 years. And I, been kind of just riding along at global, and the stretch to presidential feels very scary. It's like a steep hill to me. I need 10 EDs, guys, to get to presidential, and I ended August with 6. So those of you who are saying, oh man, I'm ED and I got to grow an ED, well, I've got to grow 4. And so
It's so weird hearing them talk about growing ED. They mean executive director, global, presidential. These are all ranks that they're referring to. It's just how every MLM, let me say it this way, every MLM has their own kind of cult language, in my opinion, commercial cult type language. This is a company where they use ED, short for executive director, but it's almost like, I don't know if I want to call it foreshadowing. Ironic, definitely ironic. I don't know.
we're all being stretched together. And for a split second, it crossed my mind in that meeting. I almost threw up because it feels like a steep hill. And I almost said, I texted Danielle Hughes and said, I can't do it. I don't think I can do it. For a split second, that crossed my mind, but luckily I didn't stay there, because if I don't try to do it, who am I gatekeeping? I've got 4 potential EDs out there that I don't even know who they are, that I can help grow an income. And so if I decide I'm not going for it, you guys, I'm holding other people back. And so that is selfish. So it is not about me earning this. Now, yes, I can earn $20,000, and that is a must-have moment for me. There are things going on in my life right now that very few people know that are very heavy. And that 20,000 is like, I cry just thinking about it. Like, I need that. It's like, it will be very important to what's going on in my life right now. So I just want you to know that if you are here that pushed hard to get to, they set it up this way. We were pushing for ranks in August because they wanted to make it so we're stretching. You grow when you stretch. If we ended up in August just below our highest rank and it was easy to get there, that's not what this is all about, you guys. For a minute, I'm like, why did I just not hit global last month? And so if you are pushing to get ED and you don't even have to get an ED this month, so you can be regional director, or I even saw a new coach in there. Yes, new coaches, you benefit too. There's
Why don't they call regional director RD? Why don't they call, is it global director, GD? They only refer to, from what I have seen, executive director as ED. That's the only one that they shorten. I wonder why that is. I was going to say something. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
opportunities for new coaches. But if you are trying to wonder, how am I going to grow an ED? How am I going to get to that next rank? Just know that I am right there with you. So no matter what level any of us are, we are all being stretched. And this is when we do it scared, because you don't grow when it's easy. And I need to get unstuck. I can't keep riding along at global. So if I'm going to grow the business out of my dreams, this is making me uncomfortable, and I have to go for it. And not just for me, but for the people I'm helping. So we are all in this together. If you have a 1 second of feeling like you can't do it, yes, you can. You can do it.
Oh my God. Imagine guilt tripping people and saying that if you don't help people by joining an MLM, then you're being selfish. I can't. The guilt trip wrapped into this pep talk, I guess is what I want to call it. Lonnie saying, that was Lonnie, by the way. Lonnie saying that if she doesn't push harder, that she's being selfish is so gross. And then her tying it into needing that $20,000 check and getting emotional about it. It's hard to watch. It's manipulative. I can only imagine what her downline was thinking as they were watching her get emotional about it. But again, the math with Optavia and their income disclosure statement does not back any of this up. Now, I know it's obvious here that, well, this is bonuses for the last quarter, so it's not going to show up on the income disclosure statement. And I get that completely. And I think that that's important to point out. However, we should also look at the pattern of people that are not making money in this company and other MLMs, because it shows a pattern. It shows the predatory business model. It shows that the majority of people are losing money so that the people at the top can win. So that's why I'm going to keep bringing it up. Only a tiny fraction of these people that are trying to go for this bonus are even going to, they're not even, how do I want to word this? there is going to be a small percentage of people that will get this bonus, I guess is how I want to say that. I don't know why that was coming out so weird. So dangling that number like it's just around the corner for anybody, like it's attainable for anybody, it's pure manipulation and it's lying. They are lying. They want people to believe that anybody can do it. But we know that that's not the case because we have statistics around multi-level marketing. And by the way, in case anybody needs to hear this, you are not selfish for setting boundaries. You are not holding other people back by saying no to impossible MLM quotas because the system is designed so that almost nobody wins. And if you want to see a living, breathing example of that, you can check out their income disclosure statement. Okay, this next clip, let me look at my notes here. Okay, this is the, I want to give a cancer content warning because that's what this next story is from Amy. So if you're not ready to hear that, skip forward if you can. If you're watching the replay, or pause it and come back and then skip forward.
Oop, what was that? I just want to say thanks, y'all, for being so brave to just get up and declare it and make this public statement. And I want to encourage everybody to do the same. Like, just put it out there, say you're going to do it. I do have a couple slides we're just going to
Hey,
pop up.
Brittany, I think we gotta keep rolling with this, y'all, because you fired us up so much. We have so much content tonight. So we will show y'all the
What? Fired up where? What do you mean? What's happening? You don't look excited at all. What do you what do you mean?
those on another call this week. But that was so inspiring, everybody. I am really pumped up about this. Let me find my friend who is gonna do this with me.
My
And I
friend,
told her
huh?
we'd do it together because
Okay.
I think you're a little nervous to talk to everybody, aren't you?
Oh, God. I also want to point out, obviously, the authenticity from that individual who is, it seems to me like she's the one that's running this call. And like I said at the beginning, not a fan of how she is doing this, not a fan of her smugness, not a fan of how condescending she comes across, how rude she is. So definitely you'll be seeing some more of her on my channel. Now, I don't know what her name is. I can't remember what her name. Don't go running and block me. Because if you're proud of this, you should be able to say it with your entire chest. You know, some small YouTubers shouldn't be such a threat that you block and run away, as we've seen so many other times.
You're gonna do amazing.
Yeah, and it feels fake. 100% it feels fake. Ugh,
Okay, I'm just gonna give the floor to you. Take it away, Amy.
they're all hangry,
Hello,
probably.
everyone. Yes, I am a hair nervous to do this. And actually, I'm really honored, though, that you asked me to, because this has been, oh, see, I knew this was going to happen. I'm a crier, and I apologize just right out of the gate. But I
Also a fan. Her name's Amy. I'm a fan of Amy. Amy has definitely been preyed on, and you'll see why here shortly. We need to save Amy, and we need to save Doris. Okay.
Whew. So I am new to Optavia in the last year. I just am having my very first health anniversary, which Melissa and Gina so wonderfully pointed out to me last week when I was stressing about reaching my goal of hitting ED to get to Baltimore, which I did do. Thank you very much. And while we were talking last week, I was getting super, well, you know how it is. It's emotional. It's the last week. And I kind of went back to my why am I doing this? And so I just wanted to share a little bit about my story and sort of why, how my story brought me to Optavia and then kind of where I'm at today with it. So 6 years ago, I was diagnosed with colon cancer at the age of 44, and that was in 2019. In 2021, I was diagnosed with sarcoma, and in 2022, I was diagnosed with breast cancer.
Oh my
So
God.
prior to 2019, I didn't even have a primary doctor because I was never ill. Never. Like, never. I'd go to the walk-in if I had a cold, that kind of thing. So in the last 6 years, I've had cancer 3 times, I've had surgery, 5 major surgeries. I've gone through chemotherapy twice. I've been through radiation once. And
We're going to pause this because I have a visitor. Hi, Mia. I'm on a live stream. How was your day?
Oh my god, I'm so tired. I didn't even get a chance to get food because the career thing went on so long.
I have dinner in the crock pot. We're having barbecue chicken sliders on King's Hawaiian rolls.
That was good.
Yeah.
Got a free claw clip, a nice one.
Oh, that's a nice claw clip. Behind the scenes. Also, please do your preventative care appointments. Thank you, Becca, for mentioning that. Please go see your doctor, your medical professional.
I thought you were just saying that because I walked in and I was like, oh,
No.
thanks. Mitts and toothpicks.
Cute.
I stole that because
What is this for? Is this for
It's
your?
just like-
She went to a networking event, by the way.
They like try to get people to come over by having little stuff. Do you remember these from the book fair?
Yeah. Are those highlighters?
Yeah, but they usually
Can I show them?
when I was little they used to have scents in them. These aren't.
They don't have scented. Do y'all remember these highlighters? This has nothing to do. Let's take Amy off of the screen. Do y'all remember these? Who is this from? Raymond?
It's
Mia said that hers were scented. Not these ones, but like back in the day. Do y'all remember those? Thank you so much. She just walked in the door from school. I haven't seen her all day.
I'm shocked they were even allowed. I stole this because
Oh.
I didn't steal it.
Okay. They were giving them away.
But I like walked by and they were like,
Well, that's like
"Hey,
a
you wanna
manicure
talk to
kit.
us?" And I was like,
Thanks. It's
that's nice, and it was free.
nice little manicure kit.
Be careful because that nail clipper will fly out.
Oh, this is nice,
I
Mia.
know. That's why I was like, oh, is this for anyone
Little ASMR. Wait,
or not?
that was probably pretty loud. Sorry. That's cute. Networking for engineering because she's going for engineering.
Oh, and then there was this one company there. I think they were like FJ. I don't know what it stood for, but they were the only one there that had anything concerning aircraft, minus the civilian Air Force. Which
Oh.
That guy about talked me into wanting to kill myself.
Hey, easy.
He just kept going.
You didn't hear that. That was a joke. She didn't mean that literally.
Kept
You
going.
can't say that when I'm on a live stream.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But he just kept going because I asked him.
Jessica said, is it from Cutco? Vector marketing. Remember that card you showed me the other day? I was like,
Oh,
that's a
yeah.
pyramid scheme.
Yeah, they had a booth today.
I know. Liz, the professor that I went and spoke to her classes,
Oh,
she texted me. She was like, they have a booth here. And I was like, report them.
morning.
This is like a peek at behind the scenes, what behind the scenes, if you become a member, is like.
But we were, I was talking to the FJ company, and I was like, okay, I mean, you guys have aircraft listed on here. Like, is that just civil engineering?
Yeah.
Because that's what all of them are. It's like they'll say
All civil
aviation or
engineer.
aircraft, and I'll walk up and they're like, well, it's the civil version. I'm like, oh, okay, everything here is just for civil then. Might
She's
as well
going
just
for
call it-
electrical engineering, by the
Might
way.
as well just call it civil engineering
Yeah.
thing or accounting. That was what it was. It was 50% civil and 50% accounting. And I was
Oh.
like, okay, thanks. And he was like, yeah, we have internships for electrical engineering revolving around planes, but it's so prestigious. It's very competitive. It's very hard to get in. You're lucky if you can even get in sophomore year. And I turned to him and I said as a joke, so why are you guys here? And like, he got all
You said that to
pissed off.
him?
Yeah, because why are you here? Why are you here?
Why
If it's so competitive, go to an Ivy League.
oh,
But he just
Fair.
kept going on this big rant, like he should be holding somebody's damn Chanel purse. It's so prestigious. It's quite difficult to get into. I'm like, oh my god, okay, forget it. At that
Yeah.
point, forget it.
I don't
care.
blame you.
And then the Air Force guy just kept talking, and he was like, "Well, I was really lucky because I have no military experience." I'm like, God, you talk like you don't. Because like, get to the point. I asked him a simple yes or no question, and I felt like I was asking Dad a question. Where he goes into the history of everything behind it. I did not ask what the difference between civilian and military is. I know what that is. I just told you that. It was to the point to where I'm like flipping my head back at this random guy behind me, like begging him to like say something or
I feel
ask
like
a
I-
question so I can leave.
I feel like I need a sound effect. Go ahead. Continue.
If you're lucky enough, like if you have a 3.95 GPA in engineering, nobody's doing that. We'll pay for your master's degree and pay off your bachelor's. I'm like, well, actually, my bachelor's is already paid for. So
Yeah, thank you. Oh my God. Okay, I have to get back to work now.
That's fine.
You can tell me the rest of it
I was mainly showing you the
when we're done here.
nail thing that I got, 'cause it's actually a very nice nail.
Okay, you can show me later.
I'm gonna go eat
Okay, enjoy.
them. I'm going to. I'm very
Okay, welcome home. Love you.
anyway.
Okay. Oh, weekly check-in with Mia. All right, let's get back to it. I feel like that was a good break because now we have to get into more of this emotional manipulation and Amy being preyed on, and I hate it. So, all right.
Death in the face at 40,
Yes.
from 44 to now, till last year. And last year I was at my all-time high of weight. I was in full-blown menopause from having cancer treatments. And
Okay, first of all, if you just beat cancer 3 different times, had 5 surgeries, and you gained a lot of weight, the fact that somebody reached out to her in that moment and was like, by the way, I have this weight loss thing for you, is disgusting to me. How about we just celebrate the fact that she beat cancer 3 times? How about we celebrate that she's still here? How about we celebrate that she is continuing to heal? But no. We're going to say, you know what? You should join Optavia. You should lose some weight. Yeah. It's disgusting. It's sick. It is, I don't even know if I have the right words for it, but I hate it.
and I felt like an 80-year-old woman, and I was 212 pounds, and I felt like absolute garbage. And so I was watching some friends online, losing weight, and I had a friend reach out to me and share because she saw my defeat and how I had been sick for so long. And she shared
She saw your defeat and how you had been sick for so long. The only defeat that I'm seeing is that this person is now a part of Optavia, because what I see as major winning is beating cancer 3 times, coming through 5, I think she said major surgeries. That's incredible. That is incredible. Oh God.
this wonderful plan called Optavia. So to Tracy, and she didn't even really know me, but she reached out. She was brave and bold, and I'm so thankful.
Oh my God. Let me guess. You were commenting on a post and you immediately got a Facebook message. Oh, don't worry. We're going to talk about the scripts that are sent, because that's in here too. Not on Amy's segment. That's on a different segment, but it's coming soon.
That she did. So I met her. I met some other wonderful women, Gina and Melissa, who are my upline, my mentors. And they have walked with me for the last.
Please tell me it's Gina Eccles, because I swear to God, I will riot. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, check out the Optavia playlist that I have linked in the video description. I have covered Gina Eccles several times, and she has no idea what she's talking about when it comes to nutrition, when it comes to fitness, any of those things. In fact, I feel like I might need to circle back and see what Gina Eccles is up to. Yeah.
Last year. So I lost 50 pounds. I brought my husband along with me. He watched me for 4 months and said, okay, this is really the real deal and you're making money. What? Like I'm a full-time business owner. I own an assisted living home of 10 residents that I operate on my own every day. I run a dance program, which I'm at dance right now in my dance clothes. When you said we were having a dance party, I thought that was pretty fun. I have 200 dance students. That's my fun job. I did not need another job. And never in a million years did I think I would be a health coach when I've been sick for the last 6 years. And I felt like when I met with Gina and Tracy last year that my identity was my illness, because everybody in my community knew I had been sick. And so every time I would see somebody, they would say, how are you? In that, so.
Okay, but what about after you beat cancer? Were people still responding to you that way? I mean, because if you've beat cancer and you tell people, oh, I'm in remission, people are going to celebrate that. So I know she's nervous and she seems like a really kind human. And she's, in my opinion, very clearly been preyed upon. And I think that that's disgusting by her upline. Let me find out who they are. If you know who they are, message me on Instagram because I'm just trying to see something. I know she said Tracy and Gina, but I don't think Tracy and Gina are on this call that I remember. So if you have more information, let me know. But I don't know. I have so many questions because it's like, I know she's nervous. She's probably leaving out parts of this, but are people still coming up to her and, like, oh, poor you? Or are people thinking and saying, wow, congratulations. That's amazing that you beat cancer. I'm so glad that you're in remission, because I feel like that would be an important part of this story, I don't know. Maybe that's just me thinking that way. I'm not sure.
So sorry that you're sick. And that was my identity. And for the first time, and I just turned 50 in July, and I'm a new grandma, and I'm so, so thankful every day
That's a good point.
for this plan. Every day I wake up and my feet hit the floor. This is so much more than a diet. And that was what Melissa and Gina and I were talking about last week. This is my health anniversary. I never even knew that was a thing.
I mean, because it's not a thing. I mean, if we're really going to call your 1-year anniversary being a distributor, because I refuse to call them coaches, being a distributor with Optavia, I mean, you're essentially celebrating a year of being in a commercial cult. Let's call a spade,
But this is so much more than a diet. And now I just feel like I have to shout from the rooftops to tell everyone about Optavia. And never in a million years did I want or need to be a coach, but here I am. And I have such a passion for helping other people. And I've earned executive director 4 out of the last 6 months. And I earned a ticket to Baltimore, and I'm so flippin' excited. Like, I can't even, like, I want to throw up. I can't even believe that I'm going to be meeting you guys in person. Like, I can't wait. I have 2 coaches underneath me who are amazing I'm teaching, and we're just having so much fun together. I think I have about 57-ish total in my organization since I started coaching in October. And it's just all about having conversations, you guys. It's so, like, I never in a million years thought I would be speaking on a thing where there's 1,000 people. Like, are you kidding me? So here I am, and I'm healthy. I have my health anniversary, and I thank God every day for this opportunity. And so thank you for letting me.
Can I tell you 2 cool things?
I hate this part. All of that was really bad, really sad. Although I am really glad that, why did that rhyme? I am really glad that Amy has beat cancer 3 times, and that she's made it through those 5 surgeries. I'm sad that somebody took advantage of her and her story. This is going to infuriate you.
One that you may not have realized too, that you haven't realized.
Sure.
So number 1, you're going to grow your coaches to executive director. So you're going to be a regional director really soon. So there's a bonus attached to that. And there's bonus for them. You forgot about that? And then I also remember sitting with your coach last year. She was terrified to have conversations with you. She was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And we were like, does she need it? And so y'all, if you're sitting around thinking about yourself when you're thinking about edge activities, you're missing Amy. You're missing somebody where this is there to save their life.
Literally.
So I as you were speaking, I had to say that part because I'm so overcome with that. And can't wait to hug your neck in Baltimore.
And dance. I told you have to dance with me.
I'm working on.
I mean, I would dance with Amy. I would not dance with this individual. I was going to say something else. Let me not. Not a fan. Not a fan of what this person is doing here.
We're doing it.
Oh my God. That was exploitation, not inspiration. And the fact that her upline, I believe that the brunette was her upline, hijacking Amy's story to say, if you don't reach out to somebody that you're trying to pitch Optavia, you're missing out on an Amy is disgusting. It's not inspiration, it's trauma exploitation. They're turning Amy's story of survival into a disgusting sales pitch to Optavia to put people into what I believe to be a starvation diet. It's disgusting. I know I keep saying that, but I want to say other things. I'm just trying to keep it together because it's really gross. So if you've been going through something hard, that story belongs to you, not your upline. And if you're on a health journey, recovery is about evidence-based medical care and sustainable habits, not a box of fuelings from an MLM company. God, I hate it.
Well, we're going to turn this over to Danielle Hughes now, and she has got an activity for us that is going to get.
Guys, we have hit the working Zoom part. We have hit the script part. It's going to be so authentic. So get ready to write all of it down, guys.
Get y'all more out of your comfort zone than you already are, because we know that is where growth happens. So take it away, sister.
Yes. We heard today on a call that we actually work as part of a professional coaching service. Doesn't that sound awesome?
It sounds awesome, but it's not true. You're a salesperson in a multi-level marketing company without the credentials to help people with their health. You are not qualified. And I know some of these people in Optavia are going to be like, wait, we're certified. Through whom? Oh, Optavia? Oh, that's cute. And also means nothing in the real world.
You guys are working as part of a professional coaching service. So better than an insurance agency, better than a real estate agency. I said it, right? Because we're truly changing lives like Amy's. And
better than insurance, better than a real estate agent? What do you... That's a weird false equivalence fallacy.
So I would love to invite you to put into the chat, how many clients roughly are you actively coaching this month? Drop your numbers in there. How many clients are you actively coaching this month? And how many of your clients have reached their goal and transitioned? Throw them in the loop too, because this is the list of people I want you to focus on for tonight's action item. We're going to ask something of our clients. We're going to give them the opportunity to thank you for what you have done for them so far in their journey. And it's really a glow up for you as a coach and a celebration for them as a client. So it's a win-win-win. Here's what you're going to text your clients tonight, and I'm going to drop it in the chat, and I'll also put it in our coach thread. You're going to say, Amy, I am so proud of your journey so far with me. I love working with you. This is truly my passion to help others in their health walk to wellness. Would you be willing to write a review of me as a health coach, as a professional health coach? Tell you what, I'm even going to give you a fill in the blank, or you can write your own, whatever you feel comfortable with. I'm going to give this client a little form that says something like, I've been on plan with Danielle Hughes for so many weeks, and I've already lost so many pounds. I feel blank, and my favorite change so far is blank. I am so glad I said yes to myself.
So remember when I said a few minutes ago when we were watching the clip where Amy was sharing her cancer stories, and I said, I bet Amy commented on her friends. I don't think she even knows them in real life, but it sounded like she had interacted in some way, shape, or form on somebody sharing Optavia. And then she had somebody reach out. This is what they're doing. This is the old, I can't even remember. It Works called it something. Host a post, something along those lines. I don't know. But basically they put up a post and it looks like a client testimonial. And then they teach them to work that post. So anybody that likes it gets a message. Anybody that comments gets a message. They're engagement farming as well. So they're going in and the coach is going on this person's post and interacting with that person's friends. That's how they're generating these leads. And I wanted to bring that back because that's what it sounded like happened with Amy. Don't post stuff like this for these people. Don't do that.
And then I invite them to share a picture of their smiling face. That's all we need. Or a picture of their transformation if they're so bold. And tag me. That's what I'm asking. and just help them understand how much you appreciate them and how much you love working with them. So I'll put these words in the chat, but I think another big component of this is how they respond to this request. If it's a yes, we thank them and we watch their feed, and then we're going to work that post. And if you don't know what that means when I say work that post, it's these 3 things. Number 1, make a list of all the responders, the thumbs uppers, the hearters, the commenters, and add them to your heart list. We are then also going to send them a DM to thank them for supporting Amy, supporting whatever client they commented on, and offer your services. I'll put that DM in the chat as well.
Offer your services. Ma'am, what the hell do you mean? You're trying to sell people on overpriced processed fuelings to replace 5 meals a day. You're trying to sell people overpriced snack packs that are highly processed. Offering service. I can't even say it. Offering services. Oh my God.
But that's how we
Oh, wait, I have the perfect sound. Hold on a second. I just have to scroll up. Here it is.
Oh my God!
Know what I'm saying?
work these posts when people post for us on our behalf. I say something like, hey, thanks so much for your support on Amy's post. As her health coach, I know she appreciates it. And if you know anyone wanting to make a change in their health from a nutritional approach, I'd be honored to share more info and walk this journey with them. Okay, so I'll put all that in the chat. That's if they're a yes. If your client says no to this request, lean in there a little bit, guys. I want you to have some conversations with them about why and what's holding them back and what their red light stories are. Let's explore this a little bit with them and help them grow and lead them to the freedom that we know is possible and sharing this health with others.
Wait. So if somebody says that they're not comfortable posting that, you want them to not accept that no, and you want to push them more?
The woman was too stunned to speak.
What? What do you mean? Because no means no. And what did she say? Their red light something or other? Red. I don't know, man. That was weird. Such heartfelt scripts.
Hi, you guys. Okay. So we're here tonight.
This is their 10X program, just FYI. And we're going to get into it.
To actually tell you how to raise your FQV. These little tools here tonight.
FQV is frontline qualifying volume. So basically the points or whatnot that you get from selling to personal customers and also team members that are ordering.
Are going to teach you and help you get to those bonuses. Okay.
Red light stories.
So I want
Thanks,
you to
Brandy.
stop thinking about what you've done in the past and start thinking of something different you're going to do in the future. Okay. Like, yes, there's some things we have to keep doing, but we stay in these ruts and we get in these in our mind and we're just like, oh, let's just keep doing what we're doing, but nothing's changing. So it's time to change. And if you guys have not seen the 10X, our 10X coaching, our coaching 10X new accountability system.
When I first heard this, I was like, oh God, they're going to partner with Grant Cardone. I hate it. It's not Grant Cardone. Thank God. Although I don't know that this is much better.
Please do that. I'm going to put this in the chat right now. There, you can watch us, but our team has this new coaching 10X system that is helping people hold themselves more accountable. Okay. Including the coaches themselves. But we're going to come back to that after we talk about how we helped Debbie raise her volume $2,200 in, I think it was 2 days last month. We helped Darcy Donoff raise hers $3,000 in 3 days last month. So you guys just take some notes. But first of all,
guys, take some notes. Because if they can do it, you can do it. That's sarcasm.
Yes, you need CSBs to grow your business. You do. But we need to keep these people on plan. We need to get, bottom line, we need to get people to their goals. Do the right thing.
Wait, CSBs. I forgot. I had a whole sheet. Hold on. CSB. They always speak in these like acronyms. Let's see. CSB is, okay, that's not what I was looking for. I'll look while we're listening to this.
Thing. Don't always just be like, oh, I got to get new people. I got to get new people. I got to push this product. Focus on getting people to their goals and things will change. Your business will change. Focus on helping people, coaches get to their goals. But bottom line, we're going to focus on clients. Okay. And so with this new accountability system, the Coaching 10X system, it's in here. You can watch it later. We are helping people hold themselves accountable. You guys, these restarts.
Client support bonus. That's what it is. It's a small monthly bonus coaches can earn when they maintain a minimum number of ordering clients, AKA ordering entities, which is what they're referred to in their comp plan. They don't call them customers, they call them ordering entities. If you consistently support a base of clients who place orders, Optavia gives you an extra payment on top of commission. They spin it as a rewarding you for caring for your clients kind of thing. The reality is it's just an incentive to keep people ordering every single month, whether or not they actually need the product. So when you hear CSB and Optavia calls, it's not about health, it's about client retention, which means guaranteed sales, which means more revenue for Medifast. So that's what that is, CSB.
New people, they're all desperate to lose weight, especially the research starts. So right now, what we've been doing on our team while we're trying to find new CSBs is we're focusing on the past clients or people that are issuing it, people that are ordering.
People that are issuing it? I'm following plan-ish. Is that what she's referring to? This is so weird.
Like $200 a month, $100 a month. We're trying to figure out why they're only, ordering that much. So what Debbie and I did, and I've done this with different clients or different coaches on my team, and it's working. So Debbie was shooting for 6,000. She was trying to get back to ED just, a couple days ago. And what we did is I said, Debbie, pull your list out. And I said, tell me about this client. And one by one. And so Debbie, first of all, I asked you about Lisa. What did you tell me about Lisa?
I told her she was at her goal weight and that she wasn't going to want to do anything. And her husband also had given up about a year, maybe a year and a half ago. And he didn't have any interest in doing it either. He said he was done. He wanted to eat like he wanted to. And I wasn't going to contact him because he wasn't interested.
Exactly. Right. And so what I told Debbie is that doesn't matter. I know that girl, Lisa, never did any of the coaching calls. I knew she didn't do any of the tools to help her keep the weight off. So
Wait. What? So Lisa hit her goal weight and she was done, it sounded like. And Debbie, her Optavia rep, said, I'm not going to reach out because she's at her goal weight. And then this individual, I can't see, I think her name's Lauren or something. I don't remember. This individual said, oh, well, I know Lisa, and Lisa didn't use any of the tools, and Lisa didn't get on any of the calls, and Lisa didn't do anything. So she's not going to keep her weight off. By the way, I hate when it's phrased like that. I hate it. Oh my God.
So I said, it doesn't matter if someone got to their goal. We're still going to reach out to them because it was just summer. She probably gained some weight back if she never did the tools, right? And I said, and for sure, we have nothing to lose with Bob or Robert. Bob.
What's wild? Imagine if instead of leaning on something as predatory as Optavia, imagine if you learn to listen to your body. Imagine if you learned how to fuel your body properly for the activities that you do on a daily basis. Imagine if you understood how to build a complete plate. Imagine if you understood what to eat and when and why. Imagine if you learned, hey, when I eat this food, I don't feel good, or when I eat this food, I feel great. Imagine if you learned that for yourself instead of depending on these quick fad diets that are multi-level marketing companies, especially with Optavia dropping your freaking calorie intake to 800 to 1,000 a day, less than a toddler on their 5-in-1 plan. And then you have all the manipulation that we talked about. Imagine how powerful that would be. By the way, that's how I coach my actual personal training clients. Let's build a complete plate. Let's make sure that we're fueling our bodies properly. Let's make sure that we are, monitoring our protein. I hate this because it's so predatory, and then people don't know how to build a complete plate. People don't understand what they're needing to eat, why they need to eat it. They don't understand how to fuel their bodies properly, and then they end up becoming a victim of these ridiculous marketing schemes. And then they lose a bunch of weight because they're in such an extreme calorie deficit that when they start eating again, they gain weight. And then it's this vicious cycle. And we see it. A lot of you have been a part of Optavia. You can share that in the comments if you feel comfortable. Many of you have come to me privately and you're like, yeah, I was a part of Optavia. I gained, the weight back and then some because I started to eat. My body was like, hey, what's going on? And then they use that as a pain point to get them back on plan, as they refer to. I hate it.
We have nothing to lose. So what I did is I sent Debbie these texts. Okay. And so I have a group of texts. We'll put the document in the chat here later, but we have a group of texts that we use when we reach out to clients. And I also want to tell you one other thing. Debbie has been doing accountability herself. Debbie has been doing the coaching 10X herself and has lost 10 pounds, right, Debbie? In how long?
Since Vegas, since mid-July.
And when was the last time you lost weight, Debbie?
Probably 2 years ago.
Yeah, Debbie's been trying.
I've been playing around with it for a while, but and fooling everybody and myself. But
yeah, so Debbie, guess what? She got on this accountability, started holding herself accountable, started sending her weight in the morning and her food log at night, and got down 10 pounds.
So that's what this is. The 10X thing is, I want to watch the rest of the clip, but essentially you're weighing every single day and you are sending your food log to your coach, to the distributor in a multi-level marketing company. You're sending that to them every evening. That's the 10X. I'll save my commentary for here in the next few minutes.
So Debbie, we had these, we were going back and forth. I said, send this text to your client. Melissa, can I share my screen? Okay, yeah.
Plot twist. No, she can't.
Shoot, it's not showing. Documents, okay. Okay, so anyways, I said to Debbie, okay, send this thread. So basically I sent this, can you help me right here? Jen's gonna help me. I sent this, it's in the picture. I sent her a text and it said, hi, Lisa.
Wait, so you reached out to Debbie's customer, Lisa? That's weird.
I know you've reached your goal, but I want to, it's not working, but it's okay.
Hey, Christy, is it that Google, the drive that's got all the different text in it? Because I think I can.
Well, no, I had a little graphic to show, but it's not being
Well,
able to.
Why don't you tell us about it? We can post it on the coach page later.
Okay, yep. So
that brunette is so rude.
Okay. So basically she said, and it's good because I want you guys to hear this. It said, hi, Lisa, I know you've reached your goal, but I think this new information is really good for clients that have reached their goals in case they need to lose more or want to pass the information on to others. We have a new accountability system that is helping people reach their goals quicker and teaching them how to keep it off. We have studies showing this new system helps people lose 10 times more weight, 17 times more fat, and it helps them retain 98% more muscle. But overall, people using accountability are 95% more successful. I'd love to tell you more about it also. And then we went into this we have different plans or whatever, but I said, let me know. She said, let me know if you have time today. So Lisa writes back that she has gained weight back and she does want to get on plan. Then she reaches out to Bob. She sends Bob.
I did. I'm actually considering covering that. Is that something you guys would like to hear my take on? Let me know in the comments if you do. Or if you don't, that's okay too.
The husband thing and a text. And basically,
This shouldn't last much longer.
so each
Thank
client
God.
that is going through, we're going through each client, she's sending them a text. So Bob writes back and says, yes, he wants to get on plan too. So all of a sudden I get a text back from Debbie that says, Christy. And so we did this for like 15 or 20 clients. And probably more than that, probably 25 or 30 clients. Debbie and I went through one by one her clients, and we wrote different texts to them, trying to get them back on the phone with Debbie. Debbie writes to me, Christy, I've gotten responses from people I didn't expect. Lisa and Bob, for example. Lisa says she needs it bad and wants to talk to me today with Bob because he needs it too. Oh my God, I never in a million years expected to hear anything from them. So Debbie, tell us a little bit about Gina, the client the restart, about how you got her back on plan.
Gina was, she started the plan and she wasn't doing anything with it.
Somebody come save Debbie. I think her name's Debbie, right? Yeah. Somebody come save Debbie.
She would ghost me when I'd contact her. I didn't get anything from her. She wouldn't answer my calls. And that went on for a week. And then when I finally got in touch with her, I said, hey, I need you to send your journal. So she sent it to me and she had stayed the same weight for a whole week. Well, we all know that there's something wrong there. If you're actually doing the plan, something should happen. So I actually got her on the phone and we talked, and she said she didn't really understand. She was doing the 3-2-1. She didn't understand how that was working. So we talked.
For those of you that have been in Optavia and know the answer to this, please feel free to comment below. Is the 3-2-1 plan where you're having 3 fuelings a day, 2 lean and green, and then what, a protein shake or something? That I did not look up. So if you know the answer to that and feel comfortable sharing, I would love to know that.
Walked through the whole plan, and I sent her the recording for the 10X, and she went through that whole thing. And then I got her to start texting me her journal every night, texting me her weight every morning. She started losing a pound a day, as she lost 7 pounds in that first week after she started doing all of the things in the accountability. And she's continuously lost almost a pound a day since then.
No.
Yes. And so you guys, this new accountability system is helping people stay on plan. It is helping people get to their goals. This is what is going to help us have a more sustainable business by using this new accountability system. And, just first and foremost, we have so many coaches on this team that are now on this accountability system as well, losing weight. So we as coaches have to get to our goal weight and have to help.
Thank you, Robin. If memory serves, it's 3 fuelings, 2 lean and green meals, and 1 optional snack. Thank you. I appreciate that.
People in that way, when we do this and we do the system, we can teach people and our clients how to do the same. But in general, Debbie and I went through probably 30 clients, and maybe even more. Maybe it was 40. We texted all, trying to get them back on the phone. We added $2,200 in a day and a half to her volume. So you guys use this system, use this new accountability system. But when you get a hold of people, don't just let them go. Keep them, and we're going to talk about it over and over. And we have been on almost every call, but we've got to stay in contact with our clients. We cannot let them go. And if you're using this accountability system, they are in contact with you. But anyways, Debbie, is there anything else you want to add about, what happened at the end of the month, or just anything else?
I think the thing to remember is that that you have to make them understand that if they have to be accountable to you as well as you have to be accountable to them. It's a two-way system. And as long as you have that open dialogue back and forth, then they should understand that they will be successful on it. But it can't be just you telling them, okay, here you go, here's an accountability system, now use it and you're going to lose weight. It doesn't work that way. So it has to work all the way around. It's an all-inclusive plan.
Yes.
And it's the best thing ever.
Yes, it is. And so you guys use your coach
until you get off plan. Until you get off plan and you get away from Optavia and you start working on your relationship with food, you're going to realize how dangerous this company is, in my opinion. You're going to realize how scared of food you are. You're going to realize you don't understand anything about nutrition, and it gets pretty scary.
Get these texts out, create excitement, and get people back on plan. That will help your FQV go up. But of course, any new CSBs, get them out, this new accountability system going with them as well.
Okay. Just really quick question for you guys is, would you guys consider this accountability or surveillance? Because to me, this sounds like surveillance, daily weigh-ins, daily logs, constant text messages, and probably social media messages. And the fact that they're bragging about this one person selling $2,200 in 2 days, and she's literally guilt tripping old clients, manipulating old clients. And then I also want to call to attention that they throw out this 95% success rate using this accountability system. There's no science behind that, specifically around this 10x accountability system with Optavia. Research actually shows that up to 80% of people regain weight within 2 to 5 years after crash diets, just like Optavia. Real accountability isn't about sending your weight to a salesperson. It's about tracking what matters for you. Here's a couple ideas. If you're somebody that wants to start tracking food to make sure that you're getting what you need, it's not about tracking and, oh, I can't have that. It's about making sure that you're getting what you need for your goals, your activity levels, all of that good stuff. You could do a 3-day food log where you track 2 weekdays and 1 weekend to start to identify your patterns. You could do a 24-hour food recall to check if you're getting enough protein, enough veggies, fiber. Veggies have fiber, you know what I'm saying? And also you could track your water. You could track movement. How many days do you walk? Do you lift? Do you stretch? You could track that. That's real accountability. It's about awareness, not shame. And Optavia's version teaches you nothing about your own habits. It just keeps you attached to them, which is what they want. It's disgusting. I hate it. Oh, yeah, surveillance, control. Y'all are right on. Okay, this is the last clip. And then after this, we're going to go right into the members only after party. So that's going to be a good time. And it's probably going to be quite unhinged after watching this. This last part, this was the last part of their Zoom. So when I say I'm saving the best, I should say worst really, for last, that's what we're about to watch around money. Okay.
Okay, and I think I am close.
This is Kristen, everybody. Yeah. And I know all the Kristens on here are going to be like, we do not claim her.
Closing us out right now. The crickets are very loud. Okay,
that part.
A few final thoughts, and this might be a little bit of Kristen unplugged, but okay. I'm just listening to everybody speak. And Dawn Belk, you said that you were resistant to
okay?
I think she's okay. Dawn Belk said she was resistant to Edge 30 because she was afraid of her being exposed for the work she wasn't doing. Every single person on this call who has said bull crap to their coaches about, I don't like checklists. I don't want to be checking things off. You are terrified that you are going to be exposed for not doing work that you have wasted your coach's time with them practicing for.
I mean, she seems like a real peach, doesn't she? She seems like such a kind individual. I'm being very sarcastic here.
Saying that you want, okay? Your coaches have spent time with you, and these are the basics. So of all the 800 people that are still on this call, I think everyone who is not committed to Edge 30 for the next 4 months through the end of December needs to get off and go watch Gilmore Girls or something. There is no point in verbalizing that you want to grow this business without doing the basics every day. Not on days you feel like it. Every day.
She thinks she's so tough. I'm going to give them tough love. Okay, we'll see about that. 1524 Scooter, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. And you absolutely need a physical before any diet. Yes, please consult with your doctor before starting any type of nutrition plan. I was doing some intermittent fasting, then found out I'm pre-diabetic. Fasting was really bad for me. Thank you for sharing this with us. I appreciate you. And
Another one.
thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. I already said that, but I do. Okay, next.
The difference in successful people and unsuccessful people are successful people do the things even when they don't feel like it. We may not have this beautiful smile on, but we're not negative. We do it. Okay.
Negative. What does that have to do with anything? When we're talking about doing something or not, why is negative even in that scenario? I find that odd.
Y'all, don't look at your coach, say you want to grow, and have them pop up the Edge 30 app and see, because you know they can check everybody. See, you haven't done it. It makes no sense. And you know what? I told Dan Valentine and a whole group of big fancy people the other day.
Dan Valentine. Talk about a male fragile ego, in my opinion. I've been wanting to cover Dan Valentine for some time, but I just haven't found the right video. Oh God. So if you have something that you're like, Erin, you have to see this, feel free to send it my way. I appreciate it. Oh my God.
I want to prove to y'all that Edge 30 works so well. I'm posting like 9 times a day. And guess what? My volume, my FQV was like 40% up last month from the month before. And I am an OG. Show up on power hours.
An OG, you say? I see nothing. Never mind.
Okay, we're going to talk real quickly.
I'll save that for the after party.
Big money. I'm trying to see what I wrote. Okay. For some of you who are eligible, some of you newer coaches or coaches who haven't reached executive director yet, listen up real quick. If you hit executive director in September and you hit regional director in October, you can stack those bonuses. You will be earning $6,000 extra dollars before Christmas. That's just from going from ED to regional. So all of you who are not ED yet, just growing to ED and then hitting regional, if you do all of that before Christmas, doesn't matter which months it is, that is $6,000 extra dollars in your paycheck. That's a big deal. Now, some of you who have bigger businesses and you're going for the $5,000 and the $10,000 bonuses, so $10,000 and $20,000 bonuses, if you guys think that's far-fetched for you, or if some of you newer coaches think that's far-fetched,
it's because it is. It's because it's highly unlikely. And just like Kat said, if you can even get to regional.
Do you know how badass it is to work for a company that has that kind of cash on hand to pay out millions of dollars of bonuses?
Hey, Kristen, let's do some really quick math here. Do you think Optavia has that cash laying around, or do you think that they're possibly pulling from the revenue from people ordering, the distributors, ordering these fuelings and all of these products to try and hit these ranks? That's a boost in revenue. So that's probably where they're pulling this bonus money for a very small percentage of people that are actually going to hit them. I mean, that's basic math, I feel like. MLM math, but basic MLM math, I guess.
I called Nick this afternoon. I was doing laundry and I'm like, I'm so fired up. Blah, 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 blah. And Banks, my son, who's 12, he's like,
Yeah.
Can I be a coach? And I'm like, no, you can't. And then he said, Mom, what's the bonus for IPD? And I said, we don't get one. And he's like, why are you so excited? And I said, do you understand that if Miss Allie gets this and Miss Holly gets this, what happens to us? We win. Y'all, if you are right now looking at these bonuses thinking, that didn't make any sense for me, I missed this rank last month. Stop thinking about you. Think about the coaches under you that you've not even met yet who are eligible for the ED bonus. And guess whose paycheck accumulates? Yours. So I just got a weird thing in my throat.
What happened? Are you choking on your own BS? Choking on your own manipulation tactic? You got a little caught there because you're full of it? Love that for you.
So shut up. I'm so fired up about this. Had to write a check today for new
Never mind. I'm not going to say it.
flooring because the insurance company hasn't paid yet. And y'all, it was okay. And it was 5 digits, big 5 digits.
Imagine bragging about writing a 5-figure check for flooring because your insurance company hasn't paid out to an audience of people that probably are not making any money in Optavia, while dangling these bonuses that the majority of them will never get, won't even get close to it. Oh, God. This next part, just wait for it. It's real bad. Very triggering.
Okay. Quote I have to leave you guys with. Okay.
This quote's so bad.
Poor people, and I'm going to ruffle some feathers here. Poor people stay poor because they are afraid of other poor people judging them for doing the work to get rich. Did y'all hear that? Poor people stay poor because they are afraid of other poor people judging them for doing the work to get rich. I will say that all day long. And the last quote I have, I'm just nailing it with this money thing, y'all, because it's...
I mean, you think this is nailing it? Speaking of being exposed, good God.
I don't know if I should say this word. It doesn't make sense intelligence-wise to not work for this, okay? I'm not going to say dumb or stupid, although I just did. Okay, the reason you are not rich is because you quit when it got uncomfortable.
No, the reason that you're not rich is because that's how the MLM compensation plan is written, so that the majority of people never become rich, but they are hanging on to the hope of one day becoming rich while their upline is cashing the checks and writing, what did you say, a 5-figure check for flooring? Oh my God.
Y'all, in this business, you don't stay where you are. I don't stay at IPD. I grow or I go from IPD. You cannot stay an ED. You cannot stay a senior coach. This business is not stagnant. Will never be. You get to choose whether you're going or whether you're growing, because this company is growing.
What even was that? Okay, so again, bragging about writing that 5-figure check while blaming poor people for being poor. Oh God. We already talked about Optavia's income disclosure statement. We already talked that the majority of people are not making any money. In fact, 25% are not making any money. And the median income is less than $3,000 for the year before any expenses. I've said that probably 2 or 3 times, but I think it's important to mention that. The system that is Optavia and multi-level marketing keeps most people broke while the leaders shame them. That's what we're seeing here. And here's where I want to hopefully help if you are looking for real tools. If you're stressed out about money, there are apps designed to reward progress without shame. And one that I recommend is the Debbie app. And they haven't sponsored this video or anything, but if you want to try it, you can go to joindebbie.com/AaronBees and you'll get a $5 bonus to get started. That's accountability done right. Encouragement without exploitation. And I know that's a wild take when it comes to some of these people in multi-level marketing companies, but check out the Debbie app. And oh my God. Okay. Well, I don't want to say what did we learn here, because what did we learn here? But what did we just see? Well, we saw some forced hype. We saw recycled, what I want to call fast star bonuses, guilt trips, trauma being pitched as trauma being turned into a sales pitch is how I really should say that, bogus health claims, and victim blaming money talk specifically. And when you zoom out, I think it's pretty obvious that this pep rally isn't really about health or community. It's really about revenue. And Medifast, in my opinion, is desperate. And these reps are the ones footing the bill for the company. If you've ever felt like you were the problem in a multi-level marketing company, I hope you hear me when I say that you are not the problem. You were never the problem. And it's the system. The system is the problem. It's designed that way. And before we wrap up, if you are looking for real accountability with your health, I am a certified personal trainer through ACE. If you'd like to work with me, head to aaronbees.com. It is linked to the video description. Fill out the form and I'll email you back. If you'd like support, or if you'd like to support the channel and get access to our members only after party, that's going to be right after this, click the join button below this video. We're going to be hanging out right after the stream. We're going to keep the conversation going. I'll probably share some of my unfiltered thoughts about this, along with other people sharing unfiltered thoughts. And I'll also link I actually already have it linked, the Optavia playlist in the video description. So if you want to catch more breakdowns and more information and things like that, check that out. And don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share it. It really helps to get the message out to people that really need to hear this so that they don't become victims to this. Most importantly, I'd love to hear from you guys. If you would, drop me a comment, share your story if you've ever experienced these tactics, or just let me know what stood out to you. What was the worst part of this video that we were reacting to? Because your engagement, honestly, guys, it helps me fight back against this kind of manipulation that we saw in this pep rally. I know that it was a wild ride. I appreciate y'all being here. We have some gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Welcome, Kayla and Zipper Bell. Thank you so much for the gifted membership. I appreciate you guys. We're going to do a quick careless whisper. Yeah, I'll see you guys over on the what am I trying to say? I'll see you guys over in the after party. That's what I was trying to say. Thanks for being here, and don't join Optavia. Okay, bye everybody.